Hello and welcome, Minecrafters. This is Nonsanity, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on using the Redpower sorting machines to make a large-scale sorting facility. Now, I've looked at a lot of YouTube videos on how to use sorting machines, and just about all of them do this. They put their sorting machines in line with each other, so that items go into the first machine. If they can't be sorted by this machine, they're tagged with a default color, and then go on, and this would be painted white in this case, and the things that the first one can't sort go into the second one, and then it tags anything it can, and so on and so forth, chaining them together. But I don't particularly care for this. I don't think it's the best way to do it, and I'm going to show you a better way. Now over here you see 16 columns of chests. Now, make a day. Each of these has a color, and as you can see, they can be stacked, so you can have as many on a particular color as you need. So not only do you get 16, but you can have as many as you want for each. So if you have a lot of cobble coming in light blue, you can keep adding stacks of chests. And these are the diamond chests. I'm using the Tekkit mod pack, and the mods I'm using here are the Redpower, of course, the iron chest mod, and the ender chests mod, which I'm using as my input chest, and I'll get to that in a moment. As you can see, I've got only 2 sorting machines here for all 16 chests, and they are not in line with each other. They are both attached to the same input line. And the reason is, Redpower tubes are smart. Things won't enter Redpower tubes unless they have a destination to go to, a valid destination. And if that valid destination becomes invalid, then they will recalculate like a GPS and find a new place to go. If they don't have any place to go, they will go back to where they came from, and if they don't have any place to go when they first try to enter the tubes, they won't. If this filter here was trying to put something out that didn't have a destination, it would just jam in the filter, and the filter would stop working until a destination opened up. Now that's why I add this here. This is my things that can't be sorted chest, and it's connected by a restriction tube. That's a regular pneumatic tube crafted together with an ingot of iron, and it counts as 5,000 tubes long for purposes of distance. That's pretty far away. So anything coming in will come to the first destination that's valid. If cobblestone's coming in, it'll go into this first sorting machine because it has cobblestone as one of the things it knows. If this one also had cobblestone, it would never go in there. It'll always go in the closest one. If I put in sorting machines, and sorting machines are in either one of these sorting machines, it'll go into the overflow chest here. And adding more is as easy as this. Slap them down, hook them up. Just make sure they've got electricity running to them. I've got far more batteries over here than I need, but if they've got power, they will work. They don't need a redstone signal ticking. They will properly sort items as they come in. And I'm going to now show you how to hook up the backside. As you can see, I've laid out some templates here. And the sorting portion of it is actually extremely simple. You have one back line with no paint on it, so that everything can get as far as it needs down the line. And then these front tubes will each be painted a different color. And I've got my paints right here, so let's quickly paint all of them. The same pattern as the colored wool below. And that one. And switch to the next set. And continue down the line. And I'm off by one. What did I do wrong here? Missed brown. Easy to miss. Alright, and now we're going to put down some chests. I recommend using the diamond chests. They are very spacious inside. Lots of room. The only further upgrade in the iron chest mod is to crystal chests. And while they're very pretty, and you can see your items inside rotating around, they can cause graphical lag on slower machines, especially if you have a lot of them, or the ones you have a lot of different items in them. Animating all that stuff can take a toll on a slower machine. So even if you have a fast machine that can handle it, be nice to your guests that might visit your base and try and stick with a diamond chest for something as large as this. And we're done. This is all you need to set up a full sorting system. Now, as I have over here, I've got the first 8 Minecraft colors set up in the first sorting machine and the second 8 in the second. Now that gives us 5 items per chest. But let's say we wanted to put colored wool in the white chest. All the colors of colored wool. There's only 5 spaces here. How do we expand it? It's just this easy. Add another sorting machine on top, and because Redpower machines all conduct electricity, you don't have to run any wires to it. It'll get its power from the one below it. And in this one, just set up more, and always make sure to set it to the checkerboard. Set up more white columns. Now we've got 20 more slots that will go to the white chest. And you can add as many as you need. If you have lots of little items that you don't have a lot of, but you want to put them all in one chest, just keep adding more sorting machines to sort it all. And there's no waste. You can always reuse any of these columns that you're not using for something else. And always make sure you're on the checkerboard. That means it doesn't care what order the items are arriving. And so this would be once you fill up all the slots with the items you want, this is a fully functional sorting machine. But as you can see, there's more going on over here. And the reason for that is, this is fine if you're just sorting for yourself. But if you want to actually do some automation with what you have sorted, then you need a way to get the items out. Now, you can also just expand, as I showed on the front. Let me show you how to do that here. I can now paint this one white and this one orange, so they don't connect, and add another chest onto the front. And you can stack things up higher. But you can also use, as you can see in the other example there, Redpower microblock covers. I'm using glass covers so you can see through them. And these can be used to separate pipes, or tubes. Now you want to paint the bottom row. That row has to be painted in order for everything to work, because that determines where items from the sorting machine are going to go. But the rest of these, while you could paint this whole front row here, all these tubes I just placed, you can paint those so they stay separate, or you can use microblock covers to separate them. Either way, it doesn't matter. And that lets you expand it. So this is we're still talking just basic storage here. But now, to get items out, we are going to have to use covers, because we're going to have to separate this bottom row from what we're going to attach next. Now, as I said, when items lose their destination, I want to put some more covers here along the back, they will recalculate where they're going to go and pick a new location. Wherever they are, they will stop what they're doing and find the closest location that will accept them. Now, as items come in here, they're going to be color tagged so they go into the correct chest. But once they're in the chest, they lose their color. And now if something like my factory over there, which I'm going to show you in another video, if that factory asks for something, it's going to come out of its chest and flow up. And I'll put 2 of these down here and show you here. This pipe is going to run all the way along and connect up to the factory over there. But you don't want items that are flowing along here and all of a sudden the factory stops asking for it. So it's sitting right here and it has to find the closest place to go. You don't want it going right back down into the nearest chest. So that's why I'm putting not regular tubes, but restriction tubes. These count as 5,000 tubes long. When the item's sitting right here and all of a sudden recalculates, it's not going to go down. That's 5,000 tubes away. Well, 6,000, 7,000, 5,002. Instead, it's going to go to the end, and there are other places for it to go, so that can be sorted later. So I'm going to put these restriction tubes down here. These are to prevent backflow in the system. Once an item has been extracted by something, it just won't go back down into the chests. But I'm not going to put these sort of tubes because these are slow. And when our factory starts asking for stuff, you're going to want the stuff to get there quickly. So we're going to use mag tubes. Mag tubes require accelerators to get the items up to speed. And these are the accelerators. They do take bluetricity. As you can see, I've already got a blue electric jacketed cable here coming in, and it just powered up. And because all Redpower 2 machines do pass the bluetricity through them, we don't have to run any more wires. We just lay them out, and power will flow to all of them. As you can see, the first one has lost its glow. Its power is being bucketed down the line. I think that it flows in faster than it buckets. So it's going to slowly light up from this end down. And now we can go ahead and add the mag tubes themselves. I like the look of the mag tubes. Not only are they really fast, but when they're in these corners, they're just purple, but long stretches get these nice, magnetic accelerator rings around them. They're quite high-tech and fancy looking. I like them. But the main thing is items go through them so fast. So that's now hooked up to my factory, and in fact, this is done. Yep, that's it. It looks like there's a lot going on here, but it's actually very simple. You can expand upwards. Just make sure you always keep the lines separate, as I have over here. I've added more glass. Again, you can do that with paint. Either way works. On the front. On the back, where the restriction tubes are, separate them with glass, and don't let them touch the bottom line, because you don't want things coming in the system to be confused as to where to go. This is the output, that's the input. You can expand the sorting machines. You have your overflow for anything that can't be sorted, and that's it. Anything now down here in my factory that does a request for an item, it'll find the closest location that has it. Whichever sorting row has it, it'll pull out, flow up, and then fly through the mag tubes to wherever it's needed. And you can expand this as often as you like. Now, if you are in a server that allows for chunk loaders, and you want your sorting facility to be operational all the time, instead of continuing this pattern off into the distance, I recommend using a empty quarry and building downwards so that everything's in the same chunk. Now, once you do that, the reason behind using an ender chest for the input is that you can have ender pouches, like this one here. When you open it, it opens the chest. Anything you put in here is in the chest. So you can dump, if you've been building and you're done building, you've got all the stuff in your inventory, you want to empty it out, just open up your ender pouch and chuck everything in, and it'll get sorted. And of course I put that one down there, and it has it had nothing in it, so it was a valid destination for everything. Let's get all that back. Now it should go into the overflow chest. Yep. Oh, nope. I didn't put anything in these guys either. Always put something in there so they're not a valid destination for anything except what you put in there. One more try. And this time I'll use my ender pouch again. Oh, I'm done working with all this stuff. Get rid of it. And off it goes. And the ender chest, of course, I did put it in there, so it does have a destination. Everything else ended up in here. Now, I did set this first sorting machine up with actual items. So let's go ahead and put those items in. And I think I've got those right here. So let's check those in. Oh, they're all getting pulled out. They're all being tagged with the proper colors and sent to the proper chests. And look, stuff's getting pulled out. That's the factory in operation. I think some rubber might get pulled out. Yep, some rubber there. Factory's been asking for these items, and they haven't been available. So as soon as they enter the system, factory's pulling them out, and you didn't even see them go through the mag tube. They're so fast. So that shows both stuff coming in and stuff going out. Now let's turn off the noisy timer. And that is my Redpower sorting system. Very expandable, both vertically and horizontally. Many different items, or lots of every item. Both has input and easy output. Fast, clean, easy to go shopping for the items that you want. I wanted pink. Yeah, there it is. Row 3, chest 5. Clean up in aisle 6. That is my sorting system, and I hope it is helpful for you, either in making your own or any of the ideas that are shown here. Use them in your own builds. And I thank you for watching. Oh, and tune in next time for the tutorial on my factory over here. Something to do once you've sorted all your items. This one, in fact, makes solar panels. That's pretty cool. And this is Nonsanity signing off. Keep on digging.